Hello, welcome. This is my second video, and I would like, to thank everyone who have watched my first video, and I hope that you guys like it. Right, this will be my second video. Both of them is a satellites to a bigger buyer MTT. All right. Basically, as you can see, we are close or near the bubble. So I hope that my thought process and my play can actually help you guys in the future play. Alright. Okay, so basically on the left, we have a decent stack with 5 places split in the final 2 tables, while on the right, we are also in the final 2 tables. Right, on the right is a W Cube satellite, while on the left is a big 162 satellites. Alright. Alright, for the color coding, okay, for the color coding, the green ones are tagged as fish, means they do all the weird stuff such as 4xing pre, shoving 20 to 30 big blinds for no reason. So that is tagged as a fish, but other than that, we don't have any other information about them. We just know that they are very fishy. Alright. Alright. For the red tags on the right, Pipe Dream. Pipe Dream, I've been playing a lot of hands with him. He is a very good reg. He's capable of making moves 3-bet, 4-bet. He is a specialized in MTT, so we have to be very careful with him. When he's in the blinds or if he has position on us. And yeah, we have one pro on our left, Memen Mori. If I'm not wrong, he's Shane Slager or something. He's MTT pro as well. But I don't mind playing with them. I can roughly know how to adjust accordingly. So for now, we most probably will be just playing for cheap EV because we are our stack is just still not yet big enough to cruise to the money. So um this is the best time to double your stack, to re-steal or to hopefully steal against shallow stacks who allow me to. So yeah, basically we're just waiting for hands and help and hope to double up. Right now we are at the final table. 5 get paid. Over here we have 7 get paid. Okay, so hope we can clarify. Okay, yeah, look. Alright, on the left we have king queen at the big blind. We have a short stack shoving to us. Okay, basically our range crushes his shoving range. He can shove any king 10, king queen, king 10, queen jack, any pocket pair, any ace. But we are in a spot where it's time for us to build a stack so that we can actually exploit the bubble situation. So in the later stages, I mean, if we lose a flip, we lose a flip. But if we win, I will be in a great spot to actually cash in. So this is a easy call for me. I mean, pocket nines, pocket eights also a snap call for me. Okay. Unfortunately, he wakes up with a dominated hand. I mean, which is fine. Now we are very short and we look to double up. We don't have any full equity over here. Okay, one thing good about having no full equity is that um we can wait for a hand that we choose to double up. Okay, basically 3-4. I mean, I don't mind calling here and getting a flip with Eptok. But the problem is that why not we can wait one more round for a button because we know we don't have any full equity. At least get a decent hand such as any suited hands, any high cut king or queen, or maybe a 10-7 suited or something. Actually it's a best spot like this, like queen knight. It is a gapper, but at least the queen give us equity. If someone pushes with pocket 8s or pocket 7s, we still have decent equity. We wouldn't want to shove into any pocket pair with just 2 3s. All right, so this is a good spot, hoping to get into a flip. Right, on the right, 7-handed with him shoving with 4 big blinds ace queen is just a snap call. It's just too strong for him. He can be shoving any ace over here. Alright, so on the left, we bust, so it's okay for me. So we are left with one table near the bubble. Alright, we have a decent stack, but the problem about fourth is that it doesn't really guarantee you a spot yet. So we hope to get into spots where we are able to steal or not. Alright, basically on my computer I have a HUD, but I don't know why it doesn't appear at the recording soon. But the problem is that okay, Mamin Mori is a good rec, but I don't see him 3-betting light over here. Alright, his stats, he has about 4% 3-bet, VIP 16, PR 10. So I don't see him actually raising light. So with him having equity still, I'm just gonna min raise. Yeah, I'm just gonna min raise and see how he reacts to it. Alright, as you can see, this guy shafts. I mean, he snap shafts. So I believe he definitely have a hand stronger than us. I mean, like any king suited, any ace, any king, any queen 10, something like that. So um, he might be shoving air as well. But we have to take note that now we know that he's capable of shoving like or shoving tight. But we know that he's aggressive. So we have to be a little careful with him. But not, other than that, um, there's nothing to worry. Just because he just snap shaft, it just shows that I think he has a value hand rather than a air hand. Alright, we have pipe dream on the blinds. Okay, basically, okay, let's see whether he's multi-tabling. Right, just to get okay, he's multi-tabling. Okay, can you see? Okay, just let you know he's multi-tabling. So if this spot is folded to me, I will still not shove. I mean, I can shove. Yeah, I mean direct them. I mean not shove. I mean raise. But the problem is that peaceful me is short, so I don't want them to see that I'm raising light, or it's good for the future dynamics, you know. But if peaceful me isn't that short, I will be inclined to raise. Okay, Mr. Vargas, I have no idea who he is, but the problem is that I will take my spots, you know. I will show them that um if you want to build a ship stack, you have to actually re-steal. If you just blind out, then I will keep on doing it, unless someone shows something. Like Mehmet Maru, when he just snap shaft, I know he has a value hand, because the way he just snap shaft, I know he has a value. So that doesn't actually matter, because the next time he'll just be snap folding, hopefully. Now we just hope that we get through the blinds. Yeah, like what we said, Mr. Vargas just snap shaft, and this is an easy fold with 10 big blinds left. So we can see this table is a bit more aggressive. We see people shoving more. So, I mean, yeah, we have Matilda over here, if I'm not wrong, right? Yeah, Matilda. He's a reg. I mean, he's a. I mean, he's a cash player. Most probably. But the fact is that we don't know how he plays in MTTs, so we're just gonna assume that he's just a normal reg who just have decent knowledge of ICM and push and pull ranges. I'm expecting Sobiza to actually take advantage of his tag here. So for me having eights with basically everyone has a decent stack, I don't mind doubling up, you know, because if I don't, people will take advantage of me, and I don't like it. But we know that we are short and we don't actually have enough full equity over here, so we are caged up. But we know that, yeah, we are caged up, but we hope that there are spots where we can steal the blinds effectively. Alright, for the color coding, for the blue is people who actually have actually um play around with me when I steal. When I 3-bet, they 4-bet. So these blue are players that are capable of doing unorthodox move, So we also have to be careful with him. So with him on our left is even worse. I mean, I don't think I will be stealing a lot, but if it's time for me to shove, if I decide hand, means I have to shove. Alright. Right, we have an ace at the cutoff. We know that the blue is calling light. But the problem about this is that one alone has a stack that I can hurt. I mean, if we shove and I get caught, if let's say he caught by ace 10 or something, I mean, it's a 30% for me. But the problem is that he losing half his stack is a problem. But for me, doubling up is a huge advantage for me. So I will take. I believe that he will not call that light. So there's a spot where I can shove. So Matilda shove under the gun. So this is an easy fold for me. Oops, I got one. Okay, we have an ace over here, and everybody has decent stacks over here. But the problem is that it I'm in a position where I'm in a middle position where there are so many players left to act, and the chances of them having a hand that crushes my range is way a lot. I mean, yeah, it's way a lot. And ace 3 doesn't isn't a ace 3 isn't a good hand to actually shove from middle position. So I think I'll just wait for better spot. I might shove this at the cutoff or at the button, or maybe in the hijack seat, but middle position just is just too weak. I know I'm gonna get crushed if I get called. So Jack 3 it's a easy fold over here. I mean, have to think about it. Alright, so this is a tough table, with pipe dream, but at least we got position. If we one alone on my left, this guy actually is a aggressive person. Really, I mean, he's capable of calling light, so we need to be careful with him. We have a stack where if we double up, we can definitely exploit some people, but in this table. Alright, we have 6 big blinds, we have king jack. Okay, with the big stack, I mean with a big stack on the button, I think I mean this is a snap shove, I think, because I have a lot of full equity, and if I get called with by ace king or maybe pocket queens, I think I have decent equity, because this is a spot where people might fold way better hands. I think people can fold nines or tens or maybe ace jack in that spot, because I almost cover half of the table. I mean, if I get called and get crushed, it's okay. No, but king jack is a hand where I am doing not too bad with I'm not doing that bad with a pair hands such as pocket tens or pocket nines, where people might just call light. But I believe that king jack is way better than the previous spot where I have ace 3, where the chances of people having a bigger pair than 3 um is way a lot more. But yeah, this is a spot where I'm willing to pick up chips. I mean, I'm not scared of bubbling or something, because I'm fifth currently, but I'm not really satisfied with fifth right now. I mean, people have decent stacks. I mean, people have like 4 or 5 big blinds still. I mean, they have equity. Alright, okay, this is a good spot where a lot of people faces or pocket trees. Okay, one thing is that we have to know what is his range and what is our equity. Okay, we have 4.8k chips. Okay, it's almost going all in. Okay, basically this is this is a spot where I would never call in 100 million years. Okay, even though he's shoving light. Okay, even though he's shoving light. Okay, I still can't call because I'm playing for I mean I'm playing for money EV. Okay, I need to call a hand better than him. okay, to call. So yeah, and another reason is that I still have decent full equity. Okay, so I need to maintain that stack by stealing, by shoving, but not calling with pocket trees. I mean, my calling ranges there will be like at least pocket eights or pocket nines. I mean, that is the least. Okay, ace jack is a tough spot. Ace queen is a snap. But the problem is that pocket trees is most of the time you're just gonna be dominated, and the maximum equity that you can get is just by flipping, and that is not worth it. Okay, we have pocket kings over here. So what is our play? Okay, the play is simple. Don't be crazy, just shove. Don't min raise, don't limp, just shove. I mean, you don't have to be fancy over here. Okay, by this guy calling me light or something. I mean, this is a snap shove. I mean, I don't do all the weird limp, limp call or min raise to induce kind of thing. I mean, if I have short, I mean, if I'm short, if I'm like 4 to 5, I just shoving in, you know, limping or min raising with that stack. I mean, that looks is like aces against these guys. They will know what I have, so I don't do like crazy things like that. I'm just do I mean, I'm shoving there with ace deuce, and I'm shoving there with pocket kings. I don't give any sizing tells if I'm short. I don't limp when I have 5 big blinds. Or some people, they think it's fancy to trap, but at this kind of stage where bubble factor is very important, where full equity is very important, it's it's crucial to just play optimally. you know don't do any fancy things. No, I mean, if you limp and then the big blind checks, and like you get donked out by a shove. I mean, you are like, what the hell does he have? So that's the thing. Okay, now we can see Mehmet Mori. Shane Schlager is very short. I mean, he's going to hit a blind real soon, and he's on our left, which is very good. You know why? Because we have him covered, and number two, we can put pressure on him. Okay, if we shove, he can't call that light. I mean, he can call that light, but he can't call that light since flopped is also short. So he will have to think whether the chances of flopped getting what if flop getting to bust will be earlier than him, whether the chance of him pushing, the tendency of him pushing against him is more or less. So he will have a tough spot, whether he should call any two or let flop shove on the Kai over here. So yeah. So we are at the direct bubble over here. So this is a okay with my stack. I really have to play stack wisers. I mean, I really have to look out for short stacks who are very in dire need to double up. So I think the best play here is to just wait and see until Memen Mori uh get bust, because his stack is too short that I don't think anyone has, especially the blinds, has no full equity against. And with 5k, with Matilda over here 4k, and the blinds is already 1-2, Matt is definitely going to be in a spot where he will be at risk. So okay, now we are at the direct bubble spot. Okay, so and we have about 6 7. Okay, we are short. Okay, we are short. Yes, we are short. Okay, but we need to take note of the people who might be bust in one orbit. Okay, for example, Matt and Vargas. Okay, if we fold all the time over here, okay, without Matt or Vargas shoving, we will be ahead of them. Okay, so they have to make a move before us. Oh, okay, is the chop. Okay, so if the blinds go one more round, right? And if he doesn't make a move, or if he doesn't make a move, then we are still we are the right play is still to fold. Okay, that's the thing. Okay, now he makes a move. Okay, this shove. I tell you something about this thing. Okay, this shove. Okay, if it's not at the direct bubble, I will call if any is. The problem about this shove is that this shove is any two card from what I see. Okay, because he knows that I know that if he doesn't make a move, me and Vargas will be in a tough spot later. Okay, yes, we are short right now. Right now we are short. Okay, now yeah, this guy can be raising any two here, but we cannot do much. We are at the bubble spot. Yes, we are seven get 520, but yeah, it's a $10 equity, but $10 can buy one cigarette. So I want to make full use of the equity over here. Okay, so yeah, with him wanting to make a move, I let him make a move. All right. We won the tournament, so hopefully somewhat yeah, just let you know that I unregister for all the tournaments I play. So team money is my bread and butter. So um I hope that you learn something from this video, to all you Singaporeans out there. Okay. I hope that I can make more videos and my thought process on every hand I make. Just let you know, this is a live sweat, so this is not a beforehand or what I I record or what. This is live play, so you know hope you guys appreciate it, and I hope to do more videos in the future. Okay, thank you for watching.